What you see on the screen right here is a visual representation of what I was able to get for $10,000 just a couple of years ago. And this comes directly from this video right here that I released in June of 2023 on YouTube. And what I did is I went to different online dealers to find out how much gold and silver I could get for $10,000. Now, to be fair, in that video, I was specifically looking at 1 ounce gold bars and not coins like these. But this right here represents exactly how much gold I was able to get in that video, which comes out to 4.9 ounces. Now, what I want to do in today's video is also show you how much silver I could get back then, but then compare it to how much I could get both gold and silver today. And we're going to show you with visual representation how big of a difference the gold price is today versus just a couple of years ago. So let's get into it. But really quick, if you're new here and if you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe and help us continue to grow. My channel is sponsored by SDBullion.com. New customers can get their first order of gold or silver at spot by going to SDBullion.com/new. Okay, so that original video was recorded on June 14th of 2023, and that's not very long ago if you think about it. Right now, we're recording this video. It is September 3rd of 2025, but I'm sure many of you know between back then and now, which wasn't long ago, gold has went up very significantly. And you can see that clear as day by looking at any spot price chart. So we're going to look at this one on SD Bullion's website, and we're going to go back in time to June 13th of 2023. We want to get one day before that so we can see it on the chart. And if we look right here, June 14th of 2023, gold was sitting at 1945. Now, if you look right here today, gold is sitting at 35.8388, basically 35.84. That is a huge increase in such a short amount of time. Now, to be fair, we also need to look at premiums, but believe it or not, even though premiums were much higher in 2023, it really wasn't that big of a difference on 1 ounce gold bars. So again, I know we don't have bars here, but this is just a representation of the amount of gold, not the type of gold. But back then, the average premium in that video that I did on gold bars was $80 an ounce over spot. It was $79.84 to be exact. Today, I just looked at 4 different online dealers, and the average of those 4 dealers for 1 ounce gold bars over spot, the average was around $60 an ounce over spot. So the premium per ounce is only $20 less, but the gold price is way more. So let me show you again a visual representation of how much less gold you could get today, and we'll do it by taking away some of what's here. So we're going to remove all 10 of these 1/10 ounce gold eagles. Those are completely gone. We're going to take away this beautiful $20 gold lib, 1904. That one's got to go as well. That's 0.9675 ounces. That one is gone. And we also need to remove both of these 1/10 ounces. And what that leaves us with is roughly 2.74 ounces of gold. This is it today with a $60 premium on 1 ounce gold bars. This represents roughly the amount of gold you could get with $10,000. All of this just a little over 2 years ago, you would no longer be able to get with that same money. Now, when it comes to silver, there is a significant difference as well. And what we have in front of us is 354 ounces of silver. Now, I know we have some bars and rounds here, but in that video, I was looking at 1 ounce rounds. And in regards to premiums, that's a huge difference as well. So back then, the average premium for 1 ounce rounds that I found in that video was around $4 an ounce over spot. Today, I checked those same 4 dealers we did for gold, and the premiums on average were only around $1.50. Now, if we take a look at the silver chart to see what it's done in that time, we'll go down here again. We'll change it to 2023, June. We're going to go back to June 13th and look at our June 14th, which is right here. You can see the spot price on June 14th of 2023 was only $23.92. Today, it is $41.52. Again, a huge difference in such a short amount of time. And I want to look at this in 2 different ways. So we have this 354 ounces of silver. If we multiply that by spot price right now of $41.52, we get $14,698. And that's not even including premiums. So if I were to show you, including the $1.50 premium on average today, how much silver we get to keep and how much we take away, well, it looks exactly like this. So we're going to take away these 5 10-ounce bars. We're going to take away these 3 10-ounce bars. We're going to take away 1 of these kilos, so these got to go as well. And we're going to leave ourselves with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds right here. So what we have is 7 1-kilo bars and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds, which gives us 233 ounces of silver. So again, in that short amount of time, including the reduction in premiums, we can still get this much less. We still get this much less, I should say, of silver. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 ounce bars, a kilo. So that's 112 plus these right here, which is another 9 rounds. So over 120 ounces of silver difference between then and now. Now, we're not quite done because I want to look forward to the future. And this, you guys should stick around because this may open up your eyes as to what could happen. So let's look at some historical reference. In the last 2 years and 3 months since that video, gold, to get to where it is today, has gained 84.3%. And silver is not lagging far behind. In the last 2 years and 3 months, silver has gained 73.6%. Now, what if, and again, I'm not predicting spot price here, and I'm going to tell you something really quick. There are only 2 types of people that predict spot price, and those types are the person who doesn't know and the person who doesn't know they don't know. So I'm not predicting what could happen, but let's say it does. Let's imagine for a second that gold and silver go up that same percentage increase again in the next 2 years and 3 months. Let me show you what we would be left with. So with gold, if it gained another 84.3%, gold would be at $66.70 per ounce. And that means we would actually have to again remove another 1 ounce plus this 1/4 ounce right here. That would leave us with roughly 1.5 ounces of gold. That's it for $10,000 if gold gains that same percentage in the next 2 years and 3 months. Now, silver would be a little bit different. If silver gained another 73.6%, we would need to remove not 1, not 2, but 3 entire kilos, leaving us with just around 136 ounces of silver. So why did I take the time to show you all of this? Well, it certainly wasn't to just play with numbers. And I'm not trying to scare people into or out of gold and silver stacking. It's really just to kind of put everything into perspective. Like I showed you in this video, think about how much less gold and silver you can get today than you could just a couple of years ago. And what if it keeps going? Now, to that point, many people probably realize that it's not just gold and silver going up, but as many people know, there is a lot less trust in the US dollar than there used to be. It could be because we are sitting on a massive debt that we have never seen anything like in the history of the US. I mean, look at this. We are talking $37 trillion in debt. 37 trillion, 314 billion, and climbing quickly. Just in the time I've been saying this video, we have put millions of dollars on the debt clock. And that's a huge thing. You know, there are a lot of people that see that debt, they see the government continuing to print dollars, and as a result, they have less trust in those dollars. Now, of course, the US dollar index can say something completely different. You know, it can look like the dollar is really strong, but compared to the cost of, you know, and I've said this many times recently, compared to the cost of a lot of things that we are seeing today versus just 10 years ago, it doesn't look very strong here in the US. Now, gold and silver looks really good because it's not just here in the US, it's across the entire world that people look at gold and silver as real money. And they have done so for thousands and thousands of years. And keep in mind, this isn't just a new thing or something that comes around for a generation and then disappears, like tulip bulbs or who knows, even Beanie Babies or maybe even cryptocurrency. We just don't know yet. It hasn't been around long enough. This is something that has been around for millennia. This is something that has been looked at, as I said, as real money, gold and silver as real money for as long as any of us have been alive and way before that. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. And like I said, that's why in times of financial insecurity or uncertainty, people always look at gold and silver as a hedge against inflation. And with the dollar doing what it's doing, I can't blame them for doing so. But I'd like to know what you think. Are you right now, are you stacking gold and silver? Are you waiting for it to go down and maybe find a cheaper entry point? Or maybe you're on the other side of the fence and you're somebody who wants to go ahead and get rid of it while it's high. I would love to know what you're doing, regardless of whether or not I agree with it. I love to hear from you. So leave me a comment down below and let me know. And also, guys, just so you know, over half of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed yet. So do me a favor, go down below and make sure you are subscribed. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Stack smart, stack heavy, and we'll see you next time.